that odious stench. Smells like...
Hey there. Got another video for you here at Hymns of My Wake. Starting this one off a little differently. We'll find out why. But just wanted to let you know what was going to be playing in the background. We've got Unreqvited, Disquiet in the background. And this one, copy that we're going to be listening to is this nice splatter on, if I can figure out my camera angles here, it's on this silver gray, I don't know what you would call it. I think it's a silver with a nice blue splatter on it. So I'll throw that on and we'll get started. Alright, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about one of my favorite labels out there, Folkvangr Records. So originally I'd planned to do just one video, spotlight video for these guys, but I got to looking at the collection, trying to pick out a few of the albums to show you guys, to kind of spotlight what this label had to offer. I realized that there was way too much to be able to show it in one video, to just be able to pick out a few, so I decided to do a little series instead, where I'm just going to go through a handful of the releases each video, just kind of start at the front of the catalog all the way to the back. It's a little label based out of Arizona, ran by one guy, Mark. Super cool dude. I found out about him back in the end of 2017, I think. I believe I'd gotten my Christmas bonus for the year, and I was looking to, spend it on some music. I had just gotten back into the collecting game, as I kind of explained in the last video. Just recently, I think this was maybe my third time ordering cassettes. I don't remember exactly how I found them. They might have been having a sale that I saw somewhere. But yeah, I found them, made a pretty decent size order. Ordered everything he had in stock from his first maybe 10 to 15 albums. That's what he had. In fact, it might be, the way I might have found them was maybe I was looking for either, it might have been this album that we're listening to in the back, Unreqvited, or later on there was a Violet Cold release that I might have been looking for and found it there. But enough of the backstory. Let's get into the releases that he's got. So I just got the first 6 here. Oh, I guess I should mention it's a cassette label. It does a lot of kind of, I don't know what you would call them, whether you'd call it a joint, I don't think he'd call it a joint release. He probably just licenses or gets permission to do a cassette release on a lot of these from different labels. Especially early on, there was a lot of that. I think a lot with avant-garde music. There's a couple of avant-garde releases in this little stack. So lately he's been doing a lot more just, it seems like I might be talking out of my ass here, but it seems like he's done a lot more releases on his own, not getting the permissions and licensings from the labels and bands, or obviously bands, but you know what I mean. But let's get going. So the reason I didn't really talk much about this when I threw it on in the beginning was because we've got the cassette to talk about. This is the very first release that on Folkvangr, just on a nice white cassette this one. Mark always does stellar packaging with these. Colored cassettes, everything. So here's the J card. This release was out of 150 copies made of this. This album's pretty easy to find. It's been reissued a few times, CD, vinyl. I believe the vinyl that I'm playing in the back is one of the first presses. I'm not 100% on that. I didn't double check before I started, but this, to describe the music, is post-black metal, but it's very, I mean, I'm sure you can hear it in the back. It's very ambient focused, very synth based, but it does come in with these harsh vocals over the top, and it's got a very kind of a there's a bit of a duality to it. I think it's, for me, I get a lot of, resilience in the music. There's a lot of resiliency there, just about taking life's shit and just fucking making it through it. Yeah, this is a fantastic album. Check anything out from this video. It's just good. It's a good one to check out. I'd recommend it. Second release on Folkvangr Records is Afar, Selfless. Again, this one's on white. J card. Oh, I forgot to mention, Unreqvited is based out of Canada. The band is out of Canada. I'll have bandcamp links, bandcamp links for everything I show. Folkvangr Records website and each band's bandcamp, in case you want to buy some of these for yourself. You might not be able to get the cassettes, but I think a lot of these have other issuing CD vinyl, so you can pick it up if you like what you hear or what I talk about. The other side of this one, Afar is a New Jersey project. It's a one-man project from, I think, Windfarer is his other project that you may have heard of. That's more of a atmospheric black metal project, whereas this is more of a post-black metal project. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty fast-paced, heavy post-black metal. Don't let this turn you off of Folkvangr that the first two are post-black. If that's not your thing, they've got a lot of variety on this label, but it's pretty straightforward post-black, like I'm saying. It does hit you with a little razzle dazzle on the, the fifth and sixth, the end of the fifth track, Aerial Discord, and going into Beckoned into Fog, I think, or it could have been the fourth track, Endless Path, going into Aerial Discord. But there's some interesting stuff. I screwed up here. I can't remember exactly which of those tracks. I know Aerial Discord. I can't remember if it's the track going into it and going into Aerial Discord, or Aerial Discord going into the next track. But there's some cool stuff that happens there. Check it out. If you check out anything from this video, it's a pretty good release to check out. I'd recommend it. Then let's see. Wow, this is a good one. release number 3, Moonlight Drowns. Nice silver cassette. This is a band out of, they're from Greenland on this release. They've since moved to Australia. Little else is known about these guys. This release was out of 100. Yeah, this is some on the more raw side of black metal. I'd maybe call it atmospheric. Definitely atmospheric black metal. Pretty raw. Very synth heavy. Really, the drums and the guitars really just kind of build this just kind of this maybe like ethereal plane that the keys just kind of dance on top of for this. Really good release. If you check out anything from this video, it's a pretty good one to check out. I'd recommend it. Next up is a band that a lot of you might have probably heard of. This is the debut album from Sojourner, Empires of Ash. Shit. I don't think I ever mentioned. This one was Moonlight Drowns. I don't even think I said the fucking band name. That's a dumbass. But yeah, Moonlight Drowns. The stars guide the path. Check it out. But anyways, Sojourner. This is a Empires of Ash, their first full length. Every release so far has been each project's first full length release. I think the first releases in general. Sojourner is a international project. They have members in New Zealand, Scotland, and Sweden, I believe. This one comes on a nice gold cassette. Goes very well with the album art. This is again, Folkvangr Mark. He does fantastic work on these packages, on the packaging on these. Now the music on this, here you're getting epic black metal. You know, I've heard them early on. I heard them described as a bit of, summoning worship, and I don't think that's a fair take on their music. This is definitely there's more to this than just simply being, a summoning clone. There's a lot more going on this than just the basic summoning sound. There's a lot more, maybe melodic black metal or melodic death metal even influence on this. Some excellent, I believe it's called Tin Whistle on this. It really sets us apart. Sojourner's a fantastic band, one of my favorites. Their next 2 releases are probably just as good, if not better than this one. If you check anything out from this video, why not this one? Check it out. I highly recommend it. Okay. These next 2 releases come from Italy. Bands from Italy. First up, we've got Enisum I hope I pronounce that somewhat correct. Enisum, I'm just pronouncing it how it's spelled here in American dialect. This one's on a nice black cassette. Real nice J card. Let's see if I can get in on that cover art. See if it'll give you a decent idea. This one's real dark. It's hard to make it out, but in person, it's really nice. Yeah, right here, as you might be able to tell, just from the artwork and everything, I'm getting some nice atmospheric black metal. A lot of doom influence on it. It might just be me, but I picked up some. I mean, it's not overwhelming. It's not copying it at all. There's just a little bit of. I picked up on a little bit of maybe Aglock influence on this one. Again, that might just be me, but that's what I heard. Just it's not overwhelming throughout the album. Here and there, I pick up on a little bit of Aglock. Yeah, this is Enisum, Season of Desolation. It's really, you know, with your atmospheric black metal, a lot of times, you know, it's kind of, as far as the atmosphere goes, it's kind of, you can kind of relate either like kind of the weather, or a type of weather, or a season to it. To me, this is very like much an autumn album. Goes great in the fall to play this one, kind of like a Druk. It doesn't sound like Druk. I'm not making that comparison, but it's like I'm saying, it's autumn atmospheric black metal. It reminds you of, you know, a nice November evening. Well, not a nice one. This is very harsh, but not as harsh as this one. Right here we have Selvans. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. We all do it sometimes. This is Lupercalia by Selvans. Release number 6 on Folkvangr. Nice green cassette with the gold on there. My camera's being a piece right now. Not really picking it up, but you get the gist of that. Here's the J card. Nice cover artwork. Really does a nice job of capturing the feel of this. Again, these guys are from Italy. This is, you know, I'm gonna say symphonic black metal, but don't let that turn you off on this. You know, a lot of times with your symphonic black metal, you kind of get, you know, you think of like Cradle of Filth and that kind of stuff, where it's a little more polished, well produced. This is, and it's produced well, but it's not that kind of clean, friendly, symphonic black metal that you're getting with you know, what you think of, and when you think of symphonic. This is pissed off, angry, frightening black metal. And again, don't let it turn you off. Yeah, there's they use a lot of Italian folk music in here. Well, they don't use a lot. It's scattered throughout. It does it really kind of gives us a real unique sound. It's really one you got to listen to experience, to know what it sounds like. A very unique album. Again, if you check anything out from this video, why not this one? It's a pretty damn good release. Or, I think I forgot to say it on these ones, on this one. If you check out anything from this video, it's a pretty damn good record. Check it out. So yeah, this was the first episode of this series. I'm gonna try and go through all of the releases from Folkvangr. Besides one, there's one in the from the label that I don't own. There's a little double album release from Chaos Moon that I missed out on. It was sold out by the time I discovered these guys. But hopefully one day I'll be able to find that one. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a good night.